Last year, America's national parks saw something extraordinary. A record-breaking 331 million visitors passed through their gates. From towering redwoods to vast desert canyons, from misty mountain peaks to ancient archaeological sites, there's no question to why we're drawn to them. There are sanctuaries, or classrooms, and for many, they provide a deep connection to history, culture, and nature.
We have a truck camper, and so we can just drive and park anywhere and sleep and eat.
And so this is 4 more parks, and now we're up to 26.
Yes.
26 national parks,
Yes.
plus some of these other smaller monuments like this.
So how often do y'all get to do these trips and go to national parks?
At least once.
Once a year or every 2 years. I mean, on a regular basis, we do, and that's why we got the truck camper, so that we can travel the country and go to more of these national parks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But these parks are more than just scenic getaways. They preserve fragile ecosystems, protect wildlife habitats, and safeguard watersheds that serve millions. They offer mental clarity in an overstimulated world, encourage physical health, and provide educational experiences that shape young minds.
Mostly to see the hikes we do, like 2-mile hikes. We did do Guadalupe Mountains. That was closer to 5-mile hike. But most of the time it's a couple miles, and like Glacier National Park is a great hikes there. And so there's some that we'd like to go back to as well.
They are also vital in the fight against climate change, absorbing carbon, protecting biodiversity, and sustaining natural resilience. And economically, they're a powerhouse. National parks fuel tourism, support local businesses, and sustain tens of thousands of jobs. And let's not forget their role in preserving history, from the ancient dwellings of Bandelier to the petroglyphs etched into the volcanic rock of New Mexico's deserts.
What attracted you to come to petroglyphs? Because this feels like not really as well known of a park normally.
Something different.
Because on our way home, leaving the last one of White Sands, we have a grade school buddy of mine that lives here. Him and his wife and family live here in Albuquerque. So we're going to see them next. So that was the reason to come to Albuquerque and see your different sites and things here in town.
Look at the petroglyphs, historic history we're here for.
Yeah. Are y'all from in town? Or are you traveling?
We're from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, that's awesome.
Vacation, fun, and history.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But despite their rising popularity and undeniable value, America's national parks are quietly in crisis. Recent years have seen deep and devastating budget cuts to the National Park Service. Underfunded and overstretched, the National Park Service now struggles to maintain basic services, staffing, and preservation efforts. The impact is being felt across the country, from Yosemite to Yellowstone, and more locally, here at the Petroglyph National Monument.
We get there and it's like, oh, it's locked or it's closed, and it's like, oh, you can use the trail, but there's nobody working it.
I think some of the tours at Carlsbad Caverns were not
they
active right now,
said only one of 4
ranger-led
trails were available because of these budget cuts that are going on. Yeah.
Yes, I think a little bit more staffing, a couple more people, explain the actual history of the area, and give you some guidance and help you navigate your trip.
Got it.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, lies one of the most culturally significant landscapes in the Southwest, Petroglyph National Monument. Here, over 24,000 ancient images carved into volcanic stone tell the stories of ancestors, of identity. Yet today, there are no longer attendants stationed at Boca Negra Canyon, one of the monument's key trails.
Give you a little bit more direction where you're headed to, and maybe even a little explanation on what's ahead.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all encounter that, like you?
Just now. It was a
little rough.
Going up. We actually did some rock climbing, and we weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
The only staff remaining are at the visitor center, located far from the glyphs themselves, and just 2 employees remain. one volunteer guide, and one gift shop attendant. Encroaching development looms on the horizon, threatening to fragment the natural landscape and sever ancient cultural connections. And without urgent reinvestment, what remains of these priceless carvings may one day be lost, not to time, but to our own inaction.
And we're all about, let's give to the national parks, let's keep them up, let's keep them going,
Yeah.
and keep them available for
Something
everyone
different
to
in
use.
each
Yeah.
one to see.
Yep.
not just-
The National Park Service manages over 85 million acres across 433 sites, covering every corner of the country. They belong to all of us, but they cannot protect themselves. Without funding, we risk more than park closures. We risk losing history, biodiversity, and a legacy meant for generations to come. These lands are our heritage, and if we want them to endure, we must ask ourselves, are we willing to fight for the parks that have given us so much?